Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to LABRISH Live. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. And right now we are reviewing Love is Blind UK Season 1, Episode 6. Yes. If you haven't watched that episode, guys, there's going to be spoilers, okay? You have been warned. So allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm All Things Sugar and Sade, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
Yes. And guys, as you're coming in, there's a lot of chat in the chat. Yes. Make sure you are booping that like button, please. And Nana, what else do they need to do?
You need to sign up to our YouTube membership. It's just $1.99. I have put the link in the chat. It's there. Please sign up. You get an extra episode from the Aunties every week. And we're also going to start doing membership chats as well, where you can give us your dilemmas. You can tell us what you want. It'll be like a nice little family party as well. So please sign up, because now we have actually dropped below 200 members. Because
no way!
Yeah, a few of the gifted memberships have run out. Some people have re-upped, but there are quite a few that haven't. So please get involved. Like, it's really worth it, and it supports the channel as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys, please, you heard it. Please renew your memberships. Get memberships. Side eyeing everybody who doesn't have like a circle.
Exactly. You want to be a part of the blue circle.
Do you know what I mean? Side eyeing you guys. Yes. So yeah, do that. And also, there's a mailing list link. Join our mailing list as well, please, guys.
You guys have really been chatting in the chat. Shall I just do roll call quickly?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, all right. Erin came in early. Yvonne White, Judy B, Find Me, Luminescent Dreams, Waving Cat Designs, Abyss, Saf, Ria, Mommy P, Hatch Kids, Destiny Love is in the house. It's My Opinion. Hella Curls, Monica is in the house. Miss G, Diaries, Life of Bodge. Life of Bodge has finally watched an episode as well.
Oh wow! Look at that. Well done.
Mon Ami is in the house. Miss T, I Be Chilling is here as well. Jay Noel, Bree Talks TV. KW is in the house. Hey. Sharpay is here, and Gilda.
Gilda, you're very silly.
Gilda says, Sade, Beyonce, Salami, you need to sing again. P.S. We need members. It worked.
I'll think about it.
We have to roll you out.
I'll think about it. Guys, today we have our episode for our main show coming out later on today. What time would you say, Nana?
It should be, I would say, about
7-ish. Okay, cool. So look out for that later on today. We have two guys from In My Opinion podcast. We have DTM and Belende Sakali, as he's also known by. And it was a great, fun conversation. We really had fun in the studio yesterday, I would say.
They're jokes. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Definitely.
I'm just editing. As soon as we finish this, I'm going to carry on editing and upload. So it will be out soon.
Amazing. I can't wait to see it, actually. So it's gonna be a quick one. Well, yes, it has to be a quick one today. Have to be out of here by 2:20-ish.
So we got an hour.
Let's see.
To get into the shits.
Let's see. Okay, what was your one word to describe yesterday's episode, Nana?
I'm gonna go with bullying. Why are you finding that funny?
Because I know exactly where that's going.
That's what I witnessed. I witnessed bullying going on.
Oh my god. My words or thing is inappropriate, doing too much. Because I believe that Jasmin was doing way too much yesterday. Seriously.
What happened?
No, it wasn't bullying. It was not bullying. The thing is, you know why I'm laughing so much is because you're the first one to make sure that that word's used correctly. Seriously, that was not what was going on. But okay, we can discuss. We can talk about it. What are people in the chat saying?
Okay, Saf says tomfoolery. Monica says Joelle says, I like Jasmine. Shantae says, performative activism. I love that. And Destiny Love says, got my back. And Abida says, nosy Parker. Erin says, girls. And Gilda, your nephew bullied. No, come on, he didn't.
She's laughing at you saying it. That's what she does.
And KW says, inner. And Abyss says, overdoam. What is that? Is that
overdoing, maybe?
Okay.
Or overdoing it or something.
Have a nice or something. Yes, and Luminescent Dream says, I also like Jasmine.
I can't lie. I'm not against it. I kind of like Jasmine as well. Like, I do.
Awful woman. Awful.
Can't help it. I do. She did too much, but I don't hate her. It's fine. Okay, so let's get into it in terms of what happened. I think it was just like the morning. We see all the couples together. Do you know what I mean? And Sabrina and Steve was working. Well, Steve was working out. Sabrina was watching him work out. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, he's got body, just not packing. He just needs to stop wearing Speedos, man. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just reminding me every time. Kat and Freddie, we see Nicole and Benihana. Do you know what I mean? They purposely had Nicole walking in. The producers know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Also, do you have to walk like that?
No, but why was the scene her walking in? Do you know what I mean? She's literally got a bounce in her step.
But they are cute.
They are. Ben is absolutely beaming with her as well. We see Demi and Ollie. Yeah, like Ollie was I think he was sitting down thinking, you know, he was doing his little side profile, thinking, I've got so much on my mind. Demi explains her feelings and basically saying how she felt uneasy and everything like that, and how she's had difficulty expressing herself in the past. You know, and Ollie's like, you know what, you can feel jealous, you can feel insecure, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Do you know what I mean? They're human emotions. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't annoy me or make me angry. Like, you feeling that way, I just feel bad, like, you know, that you're feeling that way. He basically said, feel your feelings, girl. That's what he said.
Was that not nice? Was that not a nice, caring moment?
No, not really, because it's just like, you're saying this, but have you told her that you think there's something there with Kat? Have you told her this?
He doesn't think there's something. Oh, no, you mean like
literally said? No. He literally said to Bobby, I feel like there's something there between me and Kat.
But I didn't interpret it like that.
Okay,
not
cool.
As in feelings. I think the same way Bobby was talking about, there's something in the air. Like, yeah, it's strange. Like, there's like an ism. I think he was saying that, not I have feelings for Kat. Just like there's something there. She keeps on looking at me. But I didn't take it as it was
because it was after the looking. It was after they had the conversation that he had that. So it wasn't about them looking at each other.
Yeah, that's what he's referring to. Like, there's not I like her, like I want to explore something, or there's feelings. There's something there with her. Like, it's like she's watching me. Like, and now everybody's being weird.
Okay.
Thank you, Shantae. It's like, to me, it's like, it wasn't like I like Kat. I did not like furthest from. It's like, nah, there's something there with this girl. Like, there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but
that's what you took from that conversation.
Yeah, with Bobby.
No, I see what Luminescent Dreams is saying. I'm saying he says there's still a vibe there. That's how I saw it. It's like super simple. Like, there's something there.
Like feelings.
Yeah, like they vibe with each other. Yeah, feelings. Like, they're attracted to attracted to each other.
Okay.
Has he told Demi this? That's my point. So, like, him saying, like, feel what you're feeling and everything like that, it's just like, yeah, but like, she's being vulnerable and open, but you're not really doing the same thing. You're not saying the full story.
But that's a presumption that that's the way it was. Other than
yes.
So we're conflicted on if those were his feelings. So even if he doesn't know if they're feelings, is it not a valid thing for him to just affirm you can have your feelings and you should, and
It's,
shouldn't be worrying about me like that.
I hear
You've
what
got to
you're
give him a
saying.
credit point for that.
No. I don't have to do anything. Seriously. No, I hear what you're saying, but again, my thing is always intent. What is your intent by doing this? If your intent is to deceive me of your real true intentions, then no, it's not great. It really isn't.
Or
Right
just
now,
to make her feel better, like to be like, you can feel
but
your
what is your intent? Sorry, but
to make her
we're
feel
literally just at the beginning, so we've got to keep going. I hear what you're saying, but we're going to agree to disagree on this. Okay, so he basically says, he goes on to say, do you know what? The environment is so overwhelming and everything like that, but I'm not going anywhere. You're the one for me. She says, I choose you too, as well, kind of thing. And I felt like it was, I don't know, that seems a little bit like, why does she need to say that? But okay, cool. I didn't get it. Demi talks to camera. She says like past relationships have failed because she doesn't communicate properly and everything like that. And she's just like, but I'm here, like I've got what I want and I'm enjoying myself. Like I'm very happy and everything. Ollie then says like, next time you're happy, tell your face about it when you were at a party.
Little banter.
Okay. Okay. Basically, hide how you're feeling. Basically. But anyway, we see Kat. So then they go on like these different dates and everything like that. No. Actually, before that, Kat's talking to Freddie, and they were talking about what pisses them off about each other. Freddie apparently leaves the toilet seat up. Kat is sniffing and making noise at 6 a.m. in the morning, and they had a little bit of a back and forth about that. We see Bobby and Jasmin on a boat jumping into the ocean. Looks like very chill times. Maria and Tom, they were sitting with a glass of wine and a view. Maria was just like, everyone's great in their couples apart from Demi and Ollie. Like they just seem a little bit off. And Tom is just like, well, do you think people think we suit?
Thank you, Tom. Bring it back to us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about us.
Maria's just like, yeah, all the girls just said that we look nice together. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, oh, that's nice. And then she's just like, she literally says, do you think we go together? We go together real bad. Like, do you know what I mean? They do a bit of a cheers, but he doesn't look into her eyes. It's just like, bro, how do you not know this? Is this a cultural thing? Is this like in our culture? Is this like?
I feel like that's a standard. Or is it?
I don't know. I thought it was. Like, I thought everybody knew that.
You actually are supposed to do that, or it's really bad luck and bad manners.
Bad sex, they say. 7 years bad sex.
Maybe that isn't standard for everybody. I can't.
Maybe.
I'm really trying to think, and I can't think I've cheersed a white person, so I don't know. I don't remember.
Whatever in your life.
I can't think of a time.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
I can't remember. I'm like, have I?
I'm trying to think. Like when I was corporate days, yeah, I must have. Definitely have.
And they were looking in your face?
I think so. Maybe not everybody. But like I remember, I can't remember specifically, but I'm thinking like there's one girl I'm thinking in my mind, she would properly be on that. Like, look at me, Sade. Like, I can imagine that. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. Okay, then we see Benny, Hannah, and Nicole. They go for a walk in a vineyard and they sample some wine. It's all very, very cute. Do you know what I mean? They're talking about, and again, in a very kind of corporate-y way, like, what's going on with their communication? Just like, yeah, we're at a stage where we're exploring physical intimacy, but they're talking to each other. Do you know what I mean? She's like, do you feel something brewing? So strange. Basically, he is attracted to her, which was what they wanted to establish in the scene, that Benny is attracted to Nicole. So deep. Oh, she does also talk about how, emotional attraction is as important as physical attraction, if not more. She said that she wasn't intimate herself until she was in her 20s, and she's really conscious of who she shares her body with. Ben was saying he's very similar, and he's glad that they're taking things slow. Do you know what I mean? Because they want it to be right and special and all that good stuff. And also, yeah, so then Ben makes a joke about no wandering hands.
Yeah.
This is the second time he said that.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't know. What's going on here? Like, I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, maybe not weird. Maybe I'm just not understanding it. It's just like, are they doing no physical? Were they doing no physical touch? I mean, we've seen them a bit more cozy now, but like,
I think she's been like, you know, feeling him up.
And he's been, because she did say, I could say the same about you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
I don't know if it was playful because of how they talk about, as somebody said, corporate flirting. I'm not sure if this is their version of banter and somebody else saying it would be kind of funny. But with those two, I can't read them.
okay,
like, I'm still like, when are they being funny? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I really think that they have been doing bits. I don't know why they
think so.
I think they have been doing bits.
It just seemed. Actually, I don't know how much bits though. But what I did know is just like this whole conversation.
No,
Jesus. Okay? Yeah. This whole conversation seems to be out of line with what Sam says apparently in the future. Because I'm just like, well, everyone's being so virtuous. Like, what the hell is Sam talking about?
I don't believe him. This is the thing. It's like, let's see where they progress. But they've been doing bits. And they are very kind of handsy. They've been doing stuff, man. That was probably banter in their speak.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so maybe like the opposite. Oh, like your hands are wandering, like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I like it kind of thing.
Yes.
Seriously.
Loverboy says he doesn't look like he baths.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if she also was a 1 week bath.
Yeah. Like. Yeah. I can't lie. It's given that. It's given that. What is going on? Sorry, Erin and I'd be chilling. What's happening? What's happening? You can't, you know, Erin's like our baby.
So can't beef Erin.
You can't beef Erin. You can't. Seriously.
You guys are violating they do bath. I don't know. Remember that folks over here were doing monthly baths not too long ago. So
yeah, I don't know. Okay, maybe they do. Maybe it's every other day.
I think it's a 1 a week. Those Sunday baths. Sunday, let's have a bath day. Like,
and they'll do it together and like reuse the water to wash their
brown water and shit. Like, oh god.
Oh, okay, it's banter. Erin and okay, cool. If it's banter, that's fine.
It's fine. So they are flirting. I thought so.
Okay, cool. So we move on. We see Sabrina and Stephen, they're riding horses. Dry. That's what I'm saying. It was just very, very dry. Then we get to Kat and Freddie. They're going for a walk on the beach. Freddie is complaining about him walking on broken shells. Do you know what I mean? He said his feet are killing him and everything like that. They sit down, they're having like a bit of a picnic. She's trying to get all deep. He offers her some hummus. I'm just like, this is a disconnect.
No, you see it in it there. We're seeing the cracks. I mean, we've been seeing the cracks with Kat, but I think like Freddie's personality isn't also for her either. He's too into her. He's not actually really like watching her. Right.
Like, I think it's like the idea of being with some, like, do you know what I mean? That more than anything. And like, yeah, but however, I don't think Kat would be happy with anyone. But that's that's how I feel.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It probably isn't him, but I do think he probably is not the personality type that she would go for.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, pure complexity, complex simplicity. I think he's pure banter as well. You know how I feel about Freddie. I love him.
What did I see? I saw a meme. I should have sent it to you. I was scrolling on X and it was a black woman clearing up a funeral parlor, and she was like, me working it, me me looking after my husband's funeral parlor in 30 years, and I had Freddie at the top.
You're joking.
I literally was like, I scrolled and it went, but I was thinking I need to send this to Sade.
Do you know what? Yeah, could you see Kat working in a funeral parlor? Because she ain't doing that.
No.
She's not doing
that. No, at all.
Hashtag free Freddie. Yeah, man, free him. Okay, so Kat is talking about, like, she's asked him, so what? There's no random females hiding, no crazy exes and everything like that. He gives the heartiest of laughs before saying no. He really laughed hard. He really did. He said, no, I'm head over heels for you and everything like that. And she starts talking about how she always doubts herself and she actually feels that she doesn't feel good enough for him. And he's like, look, I'm telling you, you're beautiful every day. I thought, bless you, Freddie, but that's not enough. But okay. But it's cute. And she's just like, you know what? Yeah, I know what you're saying and everything like that. But like the inner voice in me is just saying, like, does he? Or is he just saying that and everything like that? Do you know what I mean? And she's not been with someone that's actually meant, when they've said it, actually meant it. And she feels like she always needs reassurance. He continues to eat the hummus. He's just eating away while he's talking to her.
I don't even think he was listening.
I don't think so, you know. He was scanning for keywords.
Yes, one ear listening. The dude was like, I'm hungry, but I probably hadn't eaten for time. Like,
he was just like, I need to get my macros up.
You've got to eat, man. I'm eating, and this was jibber jabbering about insecurity. All he was hearing was compliments. I'll give you compliments. Yeah. He wasn't listening to her.
Honestly, I swear my man was hunting for protein. He's just like, I need to eat right now. But yeah, then she's just like, I know it's only been a couple of days, but do you trust me? Do you trust me wholeheartedly? Do you trust me with everything? And he's just like, yeah, I do. I trust the connection and everything. You know, and she's just like, yeah, okay, cool. It's going to take me longer though. So why don't you just say that?
Exactly.
So annoying. Then she asks him, have you ever cheated? He pauses, which seems like for a freaking eternity. And he's like, yeah, I have. This is when she starts unraveling. Oh, that's really hard to hear. Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, look, I came here. I've always said that I'm going to be honest and true. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be honest and everything like that. Like, she asked him how many times. He's like, it's just the once. She asked him, like, did she find out? Did you tell her? She asks. He said she found out. She's just like, so you didn't tell her? I thought that was a bit much to get annoyed at, to be honest, because like,
wait, it was a bit silly. He's clearly just said he was cheating.
Yeah.
We could probably presume that he got caught.
Yeah.
Like, and then to be like, did you tell what? Why would he?
Yeah.
Like, and he's just telling you and he's regretting it straight away. Like,
right, exactly. Like, not everyone tells, like, and why, and also as well, like, that the whole telling thing shouldn't be held in esteem, because usually it's just to alleviate their own guilt anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, what is wrong with I don't know.
Would that make him more virtuous if he had cheated and told?
Yeah, like, no. What logic is that? Do you know what I mean? It's not.
The point is, he has cheated and he's told you. I do think he lied when he said just once. I think he's lying, like that.
Yeah,
and I understand why he lied as well.
Yeah,
she clearly
because he can read the room.
Yeah, like she can't even handle you cheating once. Like, this is crazy.
Exactly. Then I wonder what the body count is, because
I don't. Again, those conversations when you're tender, just don't do it.
Right.
It was like, why are you setting yourself up for? And can you imagine if he was like, yeah, 200? She's gonna spiral.
She'll flip out.
Also, and you're a cheater. Like, why?
Also, why didn't she ask this in the pods? I thought this was so strange. Like, now you're having this conversation. If you've been, because she goes on to say that she's she's because she goes on to say that basically with him that she feels like once a cheat, always a cheat. Do you know what I mean? Because he's asking, does it change your opinion of me and everything like that kind of thing. She does say that every relationship she's ever been in, she's been cheated on. If this is so massive for you, why didn't you mention beforehand? It's weird.
That needed to be one of your foundational questions. Because then you really want to move away from that pattern. Even though it's like, okay, so every relationship you've been in, how many relationships? She could be talking about 2.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you? Like, the way she was blowing it up, I was like, oh, I just knew you was a flipping Egypt.
Yeah.
Like, it's annoying.
Yeah,
like, now you're going to burden this dude with your shit. Like, and he's being honest with you as well. And
exactly. now you box him in the corner, basically. But yeah, you know, she's just like, has he gone down a little notch in my mind? Yeah, he has, because she doesn't want to be with a guy that cheats and everything like that, and it'll make her have doubts and everything. You know, Freddie does say to her, like, look, I know I made a mistake and I regret it and everything like that. And she says to him, I respect that you told me. I respect that you as a man and everything like that. I respect that you told me the truth. But in the outside world, I think I'm going to struggle. And it was also at this point when I realized this girl's tipsy also. Do you know what I mean? She's not talking. She was a bit too slurry, a bit too like, do you know what I mean? Like, no. Shouldn't be having these conversations this inebriated, as far as I'm concerned. But this seems to be a theme. I should have said that as my word. This was a theme. Seriously.
Yes, we have relived this scenario a couple of times. Like, yeah, definitely. But yes, he needs to pay attention to her. I feel like the guy is too good. Like, it's not love, he's just in lust. He ain't even, now he's going into people pleasing. Like, it's like you're not listening to what she's saying. Like, really, because even if he hadn't cheated, even if he said, I've never cheated on anyone, he can cheat on you.
Yes, exactly.
I don't mean nothing.
And who would blame him? No, I'm joking. Joke.
The amount of gash he's going to be thrown when he gets out anyway, it's like, it's going to be hard for him not to cheat.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, this is the thing, he doesn't sorry, he doesn't I don't know why he doesn't understand, but in this scenario, he is the prize.
She knows it. That's what her inner voice has been telling her.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have the couples meet up. They have cocktail hour. We see Benny and Nicole sitting together and everything like that. She puts her legs on him and she's like, oh, I want to put my legs here. Then she puts her legs on him and he's like, oh, that's nice. Do you know what I mean? She's like, I want more. And it's like, more. Like, what's happening? What legs touching is please don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Seriously. Kat her face is looking like a smacked ass. Honestly, her face is push up. She's standing next to Freddie. Freddie looks worried. She just looks like, do you know what I mean? He looks scared. He did look scared.
Freddie looked like, oh no, don't leave me alone with Kat.
What the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? You would think that Freddie is actually cheated on her like today. You know. Then we have Matt and Emma arrive and everything. They've seen the couples for the first time as well. Do you know what I mean? Because they've only seen them separately beforehand. Do you know what I mean? And they basically talk about what's actually going to happen next. Although Nicole talks about the situation with Sam, how they didn't work out. She thanks Benny for being understanding. You know, and he says, you know, I lost her once, do you know what I mean? And it made me understand that, you know, she's completely the right person for me, which just melted everybody. Everyone was just like, oh, so cute. Do you know what I mean? They talked about who has physically connected. Steve was quick to say, we have, like, do you know what I mean? Quick to do that. And it's their last day in paradise. So after this, they move into the homes in London and they get their devices back and they get to meet the family and friends too. Jasmin said that she's worried about her mum because she has no filter, and Sabrina was worried about her sister, saying that she would be the real test for sure. Yeah, And the thing is, like, if the wedding is weeks away, is love enough? Will love be enough?
Now, what I was confused about, and once we finish a season, I seem to erase it all. Don't they go back to work as well?
Well, I was thinking about that, but I think because, you know, in the American ones, they do state. So they are in the state that they work in and live in most of the time, or very close to, whereas this is a bit different. So I don't know if they're going back to work, because obviously Kat is in Jersey. My girl Sabrina's from Belfast. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it's the whole country, it's a bit more difficult. I think.
All right.
So yeah,
that's the US one that does that. Because I was like, hang on, they're talking about just getting a device, but your life continues. It makes sense. So because that's why they would do it in Seattle. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to be off again.
Yeah.
So you're just living in London, and you're going to meet families, and
yeah.
Be the process.
Well, it will be interesting for like because Demi, Ollie, they're both London, aren't they? And someone else is London as well. Maybe two. Is it Maria or Jasmin? I can't remember, but like there's a couple of London heads. So like, let's see what they do. I don't know yet. But let's see what they do. Or they might be working remotely, depending on what their job is. Like, who knows? I don't know. Yeah.
I like that element, because then you kind of get to see a little bit more of how they really, really fit into each other's lives when they have to go back to work. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, yes, Stephen. Yeah. Okay, so so then people are hugging, excited and everything. Demi's like it's about to get real. Ollie's like it's about to get tipsy. Different frames, but everyone seems to be laughing and joking and all that good stuff anyway, kind of thing. We see Ben talking to Freddie and Stephen about how much he likes Nicole, and they all agree that she is a top girl as well. Jasmin, and I believe that Jasmin was already drunk at this point. I believe from the jump, she's drunk, yeah? So she's hugging Demi very, very tight, whispering in her ear, like, do you know what I mean? If anyone, she says, if anyone heartbreaks you, I'm going to kill them. That's what she said. Demi's like, is that what you're worried about? Jasmin's like, yeah. And Demi's like, I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? We see a quick shot of Catherine. She is annoyed still. Benny, just annoyed. She's just annoyed. I think she's plotted.
Yeah. How can I destroy him?
Yeah, exactly.
Jasmin was definitely drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they were in there for, but she must have been drinking from when they got there, because by the time that last part, camera rolling, she was drunk.
Yeah, she's out of her mind. And so was Bobby, actually. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. Ben and Ollie have a chat, and Ben's asking Ollie, is everything okay? Do you know what I mean? Ollie then, you know, he's explaining like, it might look like we're not good because we're not touching feeding in public, but you know what? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do that kind of stuff. Like, I actually doubt myself, because when I'm looking at couples like Tom and Maria, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, why are we not like that? But then I think, is there something missing? Are we wrong? Are we doing something wrong? Or do you know what I mean? Ben's like, that shouldn't affect your relationship. Shouldn't. And Ollie's just like, you know what? But we don't need to be hands on hands. We don't need to be touchy feely to feel the same way as you guys do. We just express it in different ways. My point here is, I hear that, but you're saying a lot of we, where Demi has already gone on camera saying that she wants more PDA. She's already said this. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't know if Demi has communicated this to him, but he's saying a lot of we, and from what we know as the viewer, I don't think that's the same for Demi.
I think that's the problem. Exactly that, the communication. Has she said she wants more? And I don't know, because I think sometimes when he's talking, he's really, really talking, and she's kind of like absorbing all of his wants and how he does things and how he moves it. And it's like, okay, now she needs to step into, what do I want? And how do I want to maneuver? And how do I want us to present as a couple? I don't think she's being forthright to him, like literally what I'm after. And when she is forthright, there's still like, it's like she's really got to pluck it.
She's agreeable. Like, do you know what I mean? That's the thing. She's just very, her nature seems to be very agreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ollie goes on to say, you know, I don't have nothing to prove to anyone but myself and Demi. Sorry. Anyone that knows me should take my word for it, would take my word for it. If I say that we're good, then that means we're good. And he goes on to say also that they're both a bit overwhelmed in the group setting, and he's feeling a tiny bit isolated because of certain factions.
Yeah. Bullied. No, it's not as extreme as that, but I do think he has been villainized. And I think they're not the guys. I mean, we saw he had his set of people that he hung about with, and these lot that have got through.
Yeah.
He is definitely bar Bobby, but I think Bobby's a little bit of is a cusper. He probably floated with them as well. These ain't his people. And I don't think they particularly like him. And I think that's what he's feeling. I think all of the attention being on him and Demi, I don't truly believe it. There's holes in their relationship, but we are not seeing anything about Maria and Tom. And it's like, yeah, the focus is skewed. It's like they are being the troubled couple in this season. I don't totally believe it at all. I'm not buying it.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously we see them at the end, but they could be in a bit. I think, I don't know. I was at this point, I was just like, I'm just like, but
you're just like, what?
I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. It's all very convenient, and it's all too nicely, neatly wrapped up in a bow. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, no, we don't show public affection. No, we don't, because what we have is so private. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, she wants PDA. Do you know what I mean? Most is easy. It's so easy to see that that's what she wants. That's what I think personally. Yeah. I think he's really concerned about his how he's coming across, and he's trying to get ahead of it. But then we see Kat and Demi go and have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Not Demi helping her up though.
Stop that shit.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
I really hope she really does watch this back and is like, I got to cut these things out. Because again, it's like, no, she actually is an op. So even if you are like, oh, she's okay, kind of like, but she is an op. So stand accordingly. Like, you ain't got to be horrible to her, but also don't go into servitude.
Yeah.
Like when the girl had her head on your shoulder, like talking about like Ollie, please distance.
Yeah, no, I agree. I absolutely agree. So they chat. Kat saying like, look, I didn't want to bombard you before. Demi explains that she is an overthinker, that she got triggered at the beach the other day, and she just needed to let everything go. Do you know what I mean? Like, Kat basically says like, you know what? If I had feelings for Ollie, like, you would see it by now. Basically, that's what she was saying. Fucking liar. But anyway, but you know, she walked out with Freddie, and that's the guy that she's gonna marry. Do you know what I mean? Demi says like, you know what, I'm really happy for you. You guys are amazing together. And Kat is like, so do you and Ollie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I care about you so much. It's been hurting me not seeing you be yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, Freddie doesn't even know you. Do you know what I mean? She's just so funny. And like, Freddie apparently is asking like, why are you so quiet? Demi's like, I'm not quiet. Do you know what I mean? And like, but she doesn't want this to be a reflection of Ollie either, because he's not making her feel any type of way. That's what she's saying. Kat is like, really? She's like, yeah, I see different sides of him. Like, he's a class clown. I see him being like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, with the lads and everything like that. Like, and being the clown in front of the lads, and like, you know, but he's hugging at me at night, he's being vulnerable and everything like that. You know, she says to camera, you know, she loves Ollie, she feels like he's beautiful, he's amazing, he has so much depth to him, and it's a shame that everybody's not getting to see and hear their conversations, but that's protecting their space. They cheers. Kat and Demi, they cheers. And Demi's like, what should we cheers to? And she's just like, Kat says, let's cheers to the Demi who was here when we first met, because we all miss her. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, why should other couples be happy in our couple. Why should all of us be happy in our couples and you can't join us? Demi's like, I am happy though. And Kat's like, show us. We want to see.
Piss off is what she needed to say. like, we are not performing sills for you guys. Like, it's like, no. And all of that, what she was doing, just planting seeds of doubt and masquerading it in. No, but we just want to see you. Why? Like, you're not my brethren. Like, so I must come in here and literally be performing for you guys. Like, this is what you all are sitting there waiting for us to perform our love in front of you, for you to be like, oh yes, no, actually, these two are really together. Piss off.
No, I hear it. Yes, I think she is a frenemy. I do hear it.
Firmly a bitch.
I do believe. I don't know. My note is that this is a tricky one. It's just a bit of a tricky one, because I do think like they're doing a bit of groupthink, which is a bit annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, now I don't think that Ollie's being genuine personally. So I'm coming from that perspective, right? Do you know what I mean? So I think like if they are picking up on that too, I can understand their concern. And it does seem to be like, and I can understand if they're picking up on it, and if you're being a dishonest person, and everyone can see that you're being dishonest and is acting accordingly, do you know what I mean? Or like there's a big elephant in the room, then of course Ollie is going to get pissed off. Do you know what I mean? And of course, Demi is going to pick up on that too. And it is just like, you would wonder if you met a group of people and you've seen them being so upbeat, and then like you come to the island and then you're not upbeat, you're going to be like, what's going on? Like, do you know what I mean? Is everything okay? I'm not saying they should be in their business, but I'm like, it's tricky because I get it.
It is groupthink. And also, it's not genuine that they actually truly like her. Like, somebody wrote it, that actually she did say from pod stage, I can't see Ollie and Demi working on the outside.
Yes.
You already have this stance. You literally already have this thing. Like, it's like, to then be like, we want to just see you happy. You're literally lying to her face. You don't care. And that may all be by the by. That literally could be their cloud. But focus on your own flipping relationship.
Fair. I think that's fair. And I think it is like a lot of pressure on Demi to be like, what do you want me to do? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if she's feeling what she's feeling. And also as well, I do think like they have to also, if it isn't what they think it is, they have to come to terms with that. And that is a process, right? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe Demi's not there yet. Well, she's clearly not there yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And they could go through all of those stages. But these guys sitting there being smug, like, oh my God, we are so good. And look at these two. That turns into a group thing. Like, because then you're not reflecting yourselves. You can chat about this couple. You don't even know what they're processing, what they're going through. You're literally just watching, observing, instead of spending time in your couple doing your own shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're not talking about you lot in the same way. That's when it is groupthink. Because they're not watching anybody else and being like, oh my God, look at these two. Like, they're not doing that. So just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Unless he's coming to you and literally being like, I can't stand Ollie, this, why are they all being like, we just want you to be so happy. We just want you to be happy. No.
The other thing is that we don't know, because the thing is, obviously the edit, so we don't know if they're saying other things or who's talking about who else, but this is the storyline, so there's that. But then also as well, we don't know if that conversation with Ollie's conversation with Bobby and him telling Jasmin, like, if that conversation has been repeated. We don't know that either.
Jasmin has been lavish into the
basically, and Bobby, to be fair. Like, do you know what I mean?
I presume yes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like and if Demi doesn't know that, or is not aware of the connotations at least of that conversation, that of course people are going to be like, have that pity kind of like, are you okay, babe? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so it kind of makes it like they're not showing us everything.
Yes, but there's also really, I think that there's sizeism involved in it. They think that she is undesirable as well. They're playing into so many different tropes.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you don't. And because we only see, and they will only see a selective part of their relationship as well. There's a thing of poor Demi, and they went into it with a poor Demi. He ain't really gonna like her. To be fair, Ollie isn't even the best looking dude ever. Anyway, I think they're actually very well matched. And there's too much of a Demiism.
No, Demi could do better than Ollie.
I can see them. They're literally, I think they are, in beauty standards, I think the two of them are equally matched. He may prefer or be used to a skinnier girl, but that's probably it. But who's to say? But I actually think they are equally matched in their looks. But everybody's treating Demi like Ollie has all the options in the world. And
but the thing is, but in his world, he might, like, he's a tall guy, like, do you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing. Some people just see tall, like, especially outside the culture.
And the same for Demi.
What do you mean?
She would have her privileges too. Like, it's like they both carry favors with different types of people. Like, they are both.
No, but like,
people.
Okay, I'm not saying that Demi's not attractive. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for, what do you call it? What's his name? Ollie. Yeah, he'd already gone into a big speech about how he, what do you call it? He dates with his eyes and everything like that. He gave the impression that he has a lot of attention. We kind of looked at his Instagram, we looked at his circle, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be on the same level. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think he will get more attention and more partners than, what do you call it, than Demi, for sure.
I don't agree.
Okay, but, cool. Yeah. We don't have to agree.
Yes.
Okay, so then we have what do you call it? Freddie talking to Steve, and basically Freddie reveals that he feels a bit down because he revealed obviously that he cheated. Do you know what I mean? But he said it was 7 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Girl's not.
I don't know if he told her 7 years ago. They didn't put that in the edit, but do you know what I mean? But he doesn't want her to have a bad opinion of him. And Steve was like, how did she take it? And Freddie's like, no, not well. Do you know what I mean? She used the expression once to cheat, always to cheat. Do you know what I mean? He's like, he doesn't define me. Like, I'm just being honest and everything like that. Steve is just like, you know what? Sometimes these difficult conversations are needed. Do you know what I mean? They're needed. But, you know, what's more important is how you've actually learned from those situations. And hopefully she will get past this and you guys will get on knowing each other. Then we see Ollie. Ollie comes over and talking to Bobby, right? Kat and Sabrina are there as well, but they're not really interacting. I don't know if this shot is in line with what's actually happening. It seems a bit odd because they're saying nothing at all. It's like they don't acknowledge his existence. It's weird. Do you know what I mean? Also, everyone seems drunk, apart from Ollie, right?
Yeah.
Ollie and Demi, I would say. They don't, them two don't seem drunk. Everybody else seems drunk. Bobby says like, look, Jasmine's good friends with Demi. I feel like she's a bit worried for her and everything like that. Ollie's like, I get it. Jasmine comes over. Ollie, I thought this was weird. He doesn't move. She comes over and she then has to ask him to scoot up. She's drunk as well. Like, I just thought it was so weird. Like, I was just like, if I was in that scenario and my fiance is there and there's someone sitting where presumably she was sitting beforehand because there was a space next to Bobby. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just seemed odd that he didn't flinch. It was weird. So that then
whole thing seemed really set up. I don't know if she was supposed to be there coming into shop to talk. It seemed weird, but I don't know his reaction. Maybe he was too drunk as well. His reaction seemed so slow. I was like, is this directed like she ain't supposed to be there? You two are supposed to be having a chat. And she's walked in, so you was like, maybe she was walking in quickly to leave again. He just seemed too slow. Like, instantly, would you not move?
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I just like that's
sure.
what I was just like. This doesn't make any sense. Like you have your faculties about you. You have a full grown conversation afterwards as well. You're not slurring your words. You're not acting a fool. You're not doing anything. You have your mind intact. So why the fuck didn't you move? It's weird. It's actually weird.
Else saying Ollie seemed drunk too. I
didn't
was like, this is very strange, and I need them afterwards to talk about that scene. I need to see you guys talk about what took place, because it feels like, is there somebody being like, no, move behind? Like,
Life of God says, I don't flinch for my ops either. Which is what I think it was, personally.
Like he was like, go about your business.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But it's a bit weird. You don't even have to do that. So anyway, Jasmin asks him then to scoot up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And she squeezes herself in between Bobby and Ollie. Mind you, Bobby doesn't move up either. So it was just like,
that's what I'm saying. It was weird.
But he was visibly drunk to me. So I was just like, and I think I thought he had expected Ollie to move. I just thought, this is weird. This is someone's fiance. You can't block, like, do you know what I mean? The space. Your relationship with Bobby is not over Jasmin's.
The fiance could move.
Yes, of course.
But
you wouldn't expect it though. You wouldn't expect it though. You would expect the other person to move because that's my fiance. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, Jasmin.
Well, I'm walking over and I would expect the other guy to move for me to sit down. I'd expect my man to move.
No, I would expect that other person.
For me. Oh, never. No.
Yeah.
I'm not their responsibility.
Fundamentally different, but that's fine. So yeah, Jasmin squeezes between them. Bobby says, do you know what? Look, he carries on the conversation. He didn't stop the conversation, waiting for that, carried on the conversation. He's like, look, she's worried. She just wants to make sure her friend is all right. Ollie's like, of course, I want to make sure she's all right too. She's my fiance. Jasmin's like, can I be honest with you? Slurring. Can I be honest with you? You know what? When you pulled Bobby for a chat, I feel like you should have pulled Demi for a chat first. Ollie's just like, yeah, even I reflected on that and I totally agree with that. Jasmin's like, you know, Demi's a great girl, but she's got some insecurities there. Like the way I'm seeing her now, that's not the Demi I knew. Like she needs reassurances. Ollie's like, yeah, I get you. Jasmin's like, you know what? I'm not saying that you're doing anything bad. I'm not saying that. Ollie then puts on his sunglasses. He's like, no disrespect to any of you, but I'm getting a bit overwhelmed. I want to chat to Demi and no one else at the moment. The thing is, yeah, if that was the case, why did you get up and leave? That was so strange to me.
That's why I'm saying it was constructed. Get your 2 feet up and leave this situation. This is crazy.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like, okay. I know I'm about to witness some bullshit that is going to piss me off. I just knew that scene was going to disturb my soul. From even Jasmin's face, her lips being pushed up, I was literally like, this is going to piss me off. This is going to piss me off. I thought he was going to leave because then they could really be like, he couldn't even take the conversation. Like, he could really, really be a villain. But why did he stay there? Why?
I don't know. It was weird. It was very weird. Demi is then having a conversation with Kat and Sabrina. Sabrina's just like, look, I want to make sure that you're okay. Demi's like, I'm fine, but I'm really worried about how Ollie is coming across right now. Like, I don't want me being in my shell to be a reflection on him because he's not a bad person. Like, he's reassuring in the morning. He gives you back rubs and everything like that. Kat does say, yeah, and that's all that matters. Demi's just like, you know, the only time I really get tense is when I'm here, like when I'm in the group setting. Like, again, like, I'm just like, Sabrina's like, oh, yeah, I know. It seems they're not showing us something. That was my conclusion, because this is weird. Because why is it so intense, you guys being around the other guys?
That's
weird.
That's the it's, especially if you're like, actually, I know I like this dude, whatever. She says she loves him. But how it's being framed and how they are presenting our relationship, like how they're thinking about our relationship, it's like, I'm a victim, he's a villain, and we can't really slot into you guys because this is the roles that you've cast us in. As much as I say to you, I'm okay, I just find this shit overwhelming. It's like she's missing the details of what's making her overwhelmed. And he is too. It's like
but
they
he
are
hasn't
saying
told
you
her.
can't talk about it. You can't say directly what's going on. You have to describe this as overwhelming. No, we need details now. What's overwhelming about it? What are they doing to you guys?
What's going on?
Yeah.
So then we have Ollie, Bobby, and Jasmine back to them. And Jasmine's like, if I'm honest, be honest. No, she said, be honest. If you're feeling it, you're feeling it. If you're not, you're not. Where's your head at? Ollie's like, I just
said it. Say it again. Where's your head at?
Where's your head at? She was doing drunk. She was so drunk. Ollie's like, I can't even do this right now. Jasmine again, she's just repeating herself, like, be honest. Do you like her or not? Ollie's like, of course I do. I wouldn't be here if I didn't like her. He did give her a bit of attitude then. It's just like
fair. She was giving him loads.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying thingy, but like as in like he lost his cool. He lost his cool a bit. Do you know what I mean? And then the thing is, yeah, I want him to, like, if he's into her, like he says he is, yeah. I wanted more. I wanted him to say, like, I love her. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted him to squash all the possible noise, and he didn't. And then he was just like, you asked me the same question, you're giving me the same answer. It isn't helping me right now. It's just putting more pressure. Yeah, it's making me want to go. Jasmine's like, it's not pressure though. If you feel it, you feel it. Ollie's like, what more can I say? She's just, then she goes back to the reassurance, like, just give her reassurance and she'll be calm. Like, the more you keep her in a grey area, the more she'll be like, like, Ollie's now pissed. Because I'm just like, what grey area, Jasmine? Like, what is it that that Ollie's not saying in this moment? Do you know what I mean?
Speak freely of this grey area that you speak of.
This is the thing. And I think this is what his anxiety or how he's coming across and why he was so pissed as well, because he's just like, you're going to slip up on this thing and everyone's going to know. And I don't want that to happen. Ollie says like...
The opposite. I think she was jumping to conclusions like the other girls. Maybe Jasmine is the one that has been feeding the others how bad Demi feels. And Demi hasn't actually told her that she feels bad. It's Jasmine. Okay, keep on going.
Yeah, definitely. She might have done that, but I think two things can be true at the same time. Because Ollie, he was just like, look, you're acting like I can do something about it right now. You can. When she's here, we'll have the conversation. Jasmine's like, I don't want any bad blood between us. You got to reassure her. Ollie's now like, why are you actually coming at me? Why are you coming at me like this? Like she's like, I'm not. And he's like, okay. He gets annoyed. Bobby then finally steps in.
Finally, like Bobby was watching this like it was TV.
Like, it's like, I get what you're both saying. Jasmine then's just like, what are you getting paid for? And Ollie's like, because you're getting at me. Demi then comes over, sees the situation, tries to diffuse the situation. She's like, do you want to go for a walk? Ollie's like, no, I don't. You just one thing could just dissolve this whole thing at the moment. And he turned it down. So I'm just like, why are you taking this out on Demi as well? I get that you're annoyed, but come on, man. Like, come on. It's not fair. Bobby's just like, okay, actually, we'll leave. We'll get up and leave. And him and Jasmine
remove you and your drunk girl out of the situation.
But he's also drunk.
What is up with you, Bobby?
Oh shit, I haven't even got time. I need to hurry up. Sorry. So then Ollie basically tells Demi that he wants to get out of there. Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, what have you said to these people? Like, they're acting like I've done something wrong. She's like, I haven't said anything. Like, I think it's just my body language. And he's just like, yeah, I didn't think you would, but everyone keeps on asking me like, what's going on? Like, Jasmine was interrogating me, like, where's my head at? Like, and forgive me for not knowing exactly where my head is at in an environment like this. What? Strange. But I thought you loved this girl, so why don't you know where your head is at? Exactly.
Everybody.
No, I'm not gonna come on. I'm not gonna come on in that one because it's just like he says the same way that you know where your head is at. She's like, yeah, but I know where my head is at. I know that I care about you and I know that I love you. And that is the difference between them, that she knows and he doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna understand later, apparently. Okay, cool. And then Ollie's just like, look, I don't want my relationship to be under scrutiny or anything like that. Like, if I've done something wrong, then I want to hear it from you. Demi's just like, I haven't said that. I haven't said that anything's been done wrong. Do you know what I mean? And Ollie's just like, everyone's coming at me like that. He's sick of being vandalized. Like, I don't know the girl. You barely know the girl. Why is she coming at me? Demi's like, stop. No, I do know her. She doesn't.
You literally do not know her.
She doesn't. But okay. But Ollie's is like, no one here's got my back and I don't want to be here. Like, I'm done. She's like, you're overthinking it. He's like, I'm not. She then says, like, look, she's being protective. She's trying to explain, like, she's being protective. She doesn't want to see me get hurt. Do you know what I mean? Ollie's then just like, if my friend was coming at you like that, would that make us closer or more distant? Demi answers the question as like, distant. You don't even need to answer it. It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. He's telling you you're stupid. Like, seriously, you can't see that what the situation is. But anyway,
going at somebody, you're going to hate them, and it's going to make you think that you are chatting shit about me to this person. It's just going to breed distrust. I'd be pulling up my brethren. Can't talk to my man like that.
Yeah. She needs to do that. I'm surprised they didn't show that if they did. And then Ollie's just like, it's like anything, if you put too much pressure on it, it's gonna crumble. You see what I'm saying? Demi's like, what do you want from us? He's like, I want to go home. I should never have come here. Demi's just like, there's more. There's nothing more I can say to that. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, I'm done with this. She's laying on him, by the way, at this point. Do you know what I mean? Then he gets up.
Hold him there.
Basically, do you know what I mean? Stay. She's literally doing physically, stay with me. Yeah. And he literally gets up. He's just like, yeah, he has to leave. Everybody watches this, and Sabrina notes that Ollie has stormed off. Gosh. Now, in the morning, Ollie and Demi obviously have a conversation. Like, his taking from this, he's getting to the point that this process, this experiment is not even from them. He sees it as more of a hindrance than assistance to them. Do you know what I mean? Demi kind of agrees. She said it's definitely been a challenge and that she still loves him and everything like that. But you know, they can't wait to get back to London and move in together.
Yeah. Although they still have the group situation, but I guess maybe there's less of a, we've got to do activities all together, like they only have bills once in a while. And I think when he was saying I shouldn't have come, I think he was ready from the last time they were all together, being like, I don't want to do these things. Now, obviously, it's like, how can you not? Because that's a part of the process, is that you people in these situations. But I think from when he was talking about being isolated before, it's just exacerbated it. And then being interrogated. I felt for him to just not be able to have his agency in, I just want to leave. And he probably should have, in so many different instances, until he actually went. And that was the best thing for him to do, walk off and go about your business. But from time, he was feeling like, this isn't for me. And nobody has my back. So you're feeling unsafe in this as well. He needed to go. And I'd be saying that if it was a black woman, black man, all of these processes, remove yourself from it. So you don't get heckled like he was from Jasmin. Because that's not okay.
She needs to apologize to him. She does.
Repeatedly. Like, so what you saying? How do you feel? Piss off as well.
Yeah. I think he could have removed himself from the situation and he didn't. And I don't like the fact that he removed himself from the situation with Demi. Do you know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like the optics of that. I don't like thingy, because actually Jasmin was the one that got you in this mood. It's got nothing to do with Demi. I don't like the way the snapping. Yeah, I don't like that at all. And again, it's just like, I'm just mindful, like Demi's getting hurt in this process. Like, it's just not fair on her. It really isn't. Okay, so sorry, I really have to speed and I might have to go. I don't know. They leave for the apartments anyway. Freddie and Kat have a conversation. Basically, Freddie by the end of this conversation starts crying because Kat says that she's triggered by the word cheating.
Now, do we believe Freddie's? Because I was like, Freddie, you're not serious. This is some.
No, I don't. I think it's acting. I think yes.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
Don't sit there and be like, I'm crying for her to wipe the side of your face when we don't see anything.
Yeah, exactly.
No tears. I just saw finger go there. Like I was literally like, Freddie, don't do this. Don't let them do this to you.
Seriously. So then everybody moves into their flats and everything. I don't think there's anything majorly of note here. No. It's only Maria and Tom. So Maria and Tom's conversation was what we ended on. And basically he asked, like he found out she's a makeup artist. Like, I don't know whether they find out later. It seems weird that they don't know this already. Do you know what I mean? Like it was new information.
I thought he knew from pods that she was a makeup artist.
I don't know. I
thought he knew.
Someone clarify.
He was just talking about like knowing that she is that. He wouldn't have thought that he would be with her.
Right. Yeah. But like, yeah, basically she was just like, what do you think when you heard I was a makeup artist? He was like, huge admiration. Like he was taking the piss, like kind of thing. She was just like, stop. And she's like, what, do you have a low opinion of me? And he was like, yeah, I was a little judgmental at first. The thing is, like, she does say that's horrible. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and you need to be a little less judgy and everything like that. I think it is like really wild. The only thing I would say is the redeeming thing is like he is at least being honest about his judgmentalness. Do you know what I mean? Like he knows that and he's owning that. It's not great, but like Maria, if she chooses to be with him after this, you know clearly who your man is, right? Do you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing. But it's just like, bro, and then
that's even a thing. Like
no, because this is the thing. He said, yeah, like I want someone who shares the same values as me, like jobs. Normally, that's a deal breaker. What? Like in what world? He's like, normal people do that. No, bro. Like I don't like.
No, but you see from before when they were having that stay at home conversation and all of that. That's what she needed to really pay attention to. Like the dude he ain't that guy. I think he really is like you've got to graft. You're not having my money. I think he's one of those guys. You've got to graft. I'm grafting, and we do things 50-50.
Yeah.
Like so, he is probably like, I wouldn't go out with a makeup artist because she's not going to earn the same amount as me. Yeah. And I pay for her life.
But you don't even know. You don't even know what kind of makeup artist she is
at all.
I don't know, but you have no idea. Do you know what I mean? So some of those makeup artists are banking. They're making bank. Yes. But yeah, he was very, very judgy. Like, and Maria she kind of called it out on it a bit, I guess. And she was just like, yeah, who the fuck are you? And who wants to live with someone like that? At that point, when she said that, he got up and left the bed. And I'm just like, you're leaving the bed? Me, I'm gone. I'm gone. And that was episode 6. Oh my God.
Look at this. It was, I haven't run ahead.
Okay.
Because I wanted to go through the process. I've got it out of my system now. Jumping ahead.
Appreciate it. Love that, the self-control.
Yes, episode 7 tomorrow. Oh no, it's not even tomorrow. It's Friday.
Yes, okay, we're back on Monday. We're back on Monday, people. Well, I'm back on Monday, people. I will see you then for this LABRISH. Nana and AK are going to be with you tomorrow at 8 p.m. doing news and nonsense again. So from me, have a great weekend. I'm so sorry I have to run. I've just got impromptu meeting that I have to go to, but have a great weekend, people. Leave some comments and I'll respond and stuff and everything like that. See you later, people, and book the like button.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.